Hello everyone, my name is Veliesia Saskya and today I would like to present my topic entitled Mastering Academic QM. As students, we often spend a lot of time preparing our presentation slides, but many of us still feel nervous with presentation weeks, the question and answer session. Therefore, in this presentation, I will share several practical strategies that can help us answering questions confidently, professionally, and effectively during an academic presentation. In slide 2, the introduction. Before discussing strategies, let us first understand why Q&A session is important and academic presentation. The Q&A session is not simply the final part of the presenting our material. Instead, it is an important opportunity to demonstrate our understanding the researcher. However, many students become anxious and worry about difficult questions or fear making a mistake. Sometimes we panic and so quickly or even forget what we have to say. The good news is that these situations are completely normal. With the right mindset and communication strategies, we can handle questions calmly and professionally. In slide 3, in today's presentation, I will discuss 7 main topics. First, I will explain what an academic Q&A, and then we can discuss right mindset after receiving questions. After that, I will introduce the golden rule followed by ACA procedure. And then I will explain how to deal with difficult questions and questions that are out of our topic. Finally, I will provide several examples and conclude the presentation. Start 4, question and answer. Many students believe that a Q&A session is like an examination where every answer must be perfect. Actually, this is the wrong way to think about it. An academic question is not an interpretation, interrogation. Instead, it is an extension of your presentation. When the audience asks questions, it is usually mean they are paying attention and interested in our research. The question allows you to clarify your ideas, explain your finding, and strengthen your arguments. Therefore, a successful Q&A session increases your credibility as presenter and demonstrate that you are understand with your own results. The first strategy is golden rule. The golden rule is very simple. Pay yourself time before answering. Instead of responding immediately, pause for 5 to 10 seconds. This short pause will allows you to organize your thought, your nervousness, and feel calm to take a slow breath. Then listen carefully until the question is finished without interrupting. Next, begin your response with a polite phrase such as "Thank you for your questions," or maybe "That's an interesting question," like that. Finally, speak slowly and confidently. Remember, a short pause is not a sign that you are confused. It actually shows confidence and professionalism. Step 6, mindset. Design using good techniques. Having the right mindset is actually very important. Many presenters think that the questions are professional criticism. However, this is not actually true. Most questions show that the audience is listening carefully with your research or presentation. Every question is an opportunity to explain your ideas more clearly. Also, you do not have to know every answer. Even experienced researchers sometimes receive question the difficult question and cannot answer it. So you have to you must have mindset that the question is not to attack me, but I can discuss with the question. Like that. And then the next slide, the ACA procedure. ACA stands for acknowledge, verify, and answer. The first step is acknowledge. Always say thank you for the question that the people ask to you. The second step is verify. Repeat or paraphrase this question to make sure you understand it correctly. For example, others- if I understand correctly, you are asking about blah 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 like that. Finally, answer the question quickly and support the response with evidence from your research. If you do not know the answer, be honest. You can say that more research is needed that could be explored in the other procedure. So this is can be more confidently and professionally. ACA procedure is effective. First, it helps organize our thought before answering. Second, clarifying the question reduces misunderstanding. And third, demonstrate professionalism and competence. Finally, it creates more meaningful academic discussion between the presenter and the audience. Overall, ACA is simple but powerful strategy that improves both communication, and confidence. And slide 10, troubleshooting. Sometimes we receive a question that we cannot answer immediately. In these situations, the most important thing is to say professional. Never panic and never guess the answer. Instead, thank the audience for the question. Explain honestly that you do not have enough evidence or do not know about the answer correctly. You can also mention that topic could be explored in the future research. Being honest protects your credibility and demonstrates academic integrity. Remember, it is perfectly acceptable not to know every answer. Slide 10, out of topic. Sometimes the audience asks questions that are outside of the topic of our research. When this happens, do not simply say, I don't know. Instead, politely explain that the question is beyond the focus of your study. For example, you can say, thank you for your interesting question. However, the topic is beyond the scope of my current research. Or maybe you can say, that's valuable point. Based on my research, I can only discuss the finding presented in this study. His response sounds professional while keeping the discussion focused. In this slide, I will give you an example question. Here are two example questions from academic presentation. The first, ask why qualitative research was chosen instead of quantitative research. In this case, we should explain our research objective and justify why the qualitative approach is the most suitable. The second question, ask about the validity of the data. We should explain the method we use, such as triangulation, interviews, observations, or analysis. These examples show how the ACA procedure can be applied in real academic presentation. The last is conclusion. An effective academic Q&A session is not about getting every answer. It is about communicating clearly, confidently, professionally, and understanding the Q&A discussion can maintaining positive mindset, applying golden rule, and using the ACA procedure. We can answer the question more effectively. Even if we cannot answer every question or receive question of topics, we should remain honest, respectful, and professional. The strategies will help us become better presenters and more confident researchers. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation has given you useful strategies for fabric and academic Q&A session with greater confidence. Sorry about all of the words if I say it wrong, and thank you.